Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video I'm going to be going over the 7.3 patch notes that just came out. So let's go through, and just to let everyone know, I'm not going to go through each individual class change. I'm probably only going to talk about Paladins. For the individual class changes, I'll put the link to the patch notes in the description of the video. So first of all, we have Argus. Obviously that's their new place we're going to be going to, the planet that's in the sky. You're going to board the Vindicar, apparently, is the ship, so we're going to be riding our own spaceship, basically. As you explore Argus, you'll visit new locations across the planet, experiencing the epic conclusion of the Legion storyline and unlocking new world quests. There's going to be new invasion points. You will unlock the ability to enter the very portals the Burning Legion used to transport to other worlds once they complete an event to defeat a boss and earn epic rewards. There's a new dungeon coming out, the Seat of Triumvirate. Triumvirate, I believe is how you pronounce that. So there's a new dungeon coming out. Looks like it has 4 bosses. Updated features. There's going to be world quests in Argus that you'll unlock as you go. There's going to be artifact customization. So I kind of talked about this in the developer Q&A. But basically there's a thing called the Netherlight Crucible aboard the Vindicar, and you'll be able to modify the relics in your artifact. So you'll be able to use the relics that you want to use. Combat animations. There's a bunch of new combat animations: mages, priests, shaman, druids. Not every single spec, but those classes have new animations. Class hall, champions, and missions. So there's new champions, missions, and your class hall, your troops are up to 950 item levels. So hopefully, maybe you save some armors up. The loot drops from normal, heroic, and mythic dungeons have been increased 20 item levels. So now normal drops 845, heroic 865, and mythic 885. Of course, the difficulty is increased as well. In general, I don't think for normal it is, and on heroic and mythic it's just like very slightly increased. At least that's what they did previously. It doesn't specify whether they did that again. Mythic Keystone rewards skeleton maximum item level of 915 in dungeon and item level 935 in the weekly chest. Both is capped now at 10 instead of 15. It'll be 15 probably once the new raid comes out, but for now you only have to do a plus 10 to get the max reward. Difficulty of heroic, of heroic mythic dungeons have increased with improved rewards. So normal dungeon is unchanged. So they did put that in just a little bit later. There's new pet battle stuff going on. New battle pets and much awaited achievement apparent rating with leashes 5. Cutilism, so it's like cataclysm themed. There's new stuff on Argus as well for professions. So there's new mining and herbalism nodes. There's new things for skinning and tailoring. New soulbound reagent, primal sargerite. Look for in a related turn of events. 6 renowned NPCs have emerged in the world of fishing. So there's going to be some more fishing type stuff to do there as well. Let's see. Artifact knowledge increase every week for everyone at the same rate. Okay, so now for artifact knowledge, you don't have to do work orders anymore. It's just going to increase on its own every single week. Now we're getting to the class changes. Again, I'm only going to specify the paladin. There's not basically druid, death knight. You have a lot. Hunter, you don't. Monk, a few. Shaman, you have quite a few. Warlock and warrior, barely any. Paladin, though, does have some changes. For ret spec, basically, as I talked about in my 7.3 big changes for ret video, all damage is going to be increased by 6%. They're going to try to make Crusade not be as good, but it's probably still going to be the best, I'd imagine. It just won't be automatically taken. Chain of Thrain apparently wasn't working correctly, so now that legendary is actually going to work better. Wrath of the Ashbringer trait bonus reduced from 2 seconds from 2.5. Again, they just nerfed Crusade. Mastery's effect on judgment damage, so your judgment and mastery in general are stronger. Execution sentence damage increased by a lot. Righteous Blade trait is slightly nerfed. For protection, basically, the biggest thing here is if you were Seraphim build, you were kind of like damage build, but you didn't survive very well. And if you were basically non-Seraphim build, you were more defensive, but you didn't do as much damage. So they kind of merged those two together a little bit more. No holy changes. They updated the companion app for Argus, of course. they did some things with items and hidden appearances. None of that seems too awful important. Only a very few PvP changes. The Broken Shore will now have an emissary quest, so like Kirin Tor, Valajar, Dreamweavers. So now Broken Shore will be one as well. There's a few user interface changes. The one that I thought that was kind of the best was the dressing room pane is now larger. So now when you're control clicking something or looking at what a piece of gear looks like on you, that'll now be larger on your screen. As I said, you can go down below and go to the link if you want to see more detailed things, especially on like maybe your class changes. Other than that, everyone have a good one.